Welcome back to Europeans in Taiwan. This is the video series where me and Momo are traveling around the entire European Union here in Taiwan. This video series is funded by the European Union office here in Taiwan, and just like these videos are a bridge between Taiwan and Europe, there's also a bridge between Sweden and Denmark, which is the country of today's guests, Lotte and Peter. Who are you guys and what are you doing here in Taiwan?
I'm Peter. I am heading the Trade Council of Denmark in Taipei, but I'm indeed a newcomer to Taiwan. I've been here for now 8 months.
I'm Lotte and I've been in Taiwan for almost 3 years.
Before we get started here, I just have to mention that this might be the most comfortable chairs, sofas, and the most amazing office I've ever seen. We do have the typical Taipei weather now, but when I got here, it was an amazing view. Just like back home in Denmark then, with a view over Sweden.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure we agree on that. But as you said, you're sitting in excellent examples of what we are proud of in Denmark. The egg chair.
I'm sitting in the Danish red chair, and you guys in the Swedish blue sofa.
Something is mixed up, but that's how it is.
How is your life in Taiwan so far, Lotte? Is it as comfortable as these chairs, or how has it been?
Pretty much. We really like it in Taiwan. It's a really easy place to live. Taiwanese people are super friendly and helpful, and it's a really nice place to be.
What did you guys know about Taiwan before coming here?
Looking back now, there is nothing that I wish I had known before.
It may sound like a cliche, but Taiwan was really on my bucket list, a place that I badly really wanted to go to, and here I am. So obviously you learn about the region, including Taiwan. So that gave me a little bit of background, but as for the rest, I'm taking it as it comes, and I feel I managed very well, which speaks in favor of Taiwan being open and receiving those of us foreigners, Swedes and Danes, coming here. That's why it's kind of easy to settle in.
You're among the happiest country in the world, together with Finland. And if we look at the map, there's like only one thing that both Finland and Denmark has in common. It must be the neighboring country of Sweden. Why are you guys so happy in Denmark, and what makes you personally happy here in Taiwan?
Danes are fairly or very content with the life that they are living. They may not always be seeking for the highest in terms of career and reputation, meaning that the type of life that we have, people are happy about it. Has indeed also to do with the welfare approach and social quality.
What about here in Taiwan then? Like, what do you guys do after work or during the weekends to be happy here in Taiwan?
Personally, I really like the diving around Taiwan. There's amazing dive sites.
Scuba dive or free dive?
Scuba dive.
Scuba dive. Oh, yeah. Wow. All this time, the Danish Little Mermaid has been here in Taiwan.
I enjoy a lot, biking around with the slow pace on new bikes here. In Denmark, it's very different, and you really need to be careful because the speed with which these bikers are touring around in the city, it's high speed. Trekking and the hiking opportunities. Elephant Mountain, the fact that you have that just within a kilometer from where I live, fantastic.
Elephant Mountain must already be higher than the highest part of Denmark, I feel.
Actually choose to call second highest point the Sky Mountain.
The Sky Mountain. How high is the Sky Mountain of Denmark?
I think less than 300 meters, right?
No more questions on mountains or hiking. Of course, growing up as a Swede, and I think as a Taiwanese as well, we've all played with Lego, which is literally pure happiness as a kid. And then as you grow older, we do have the wienerbrød with chocolate. When it comes to food, is that the typical Danish food, or what would you say is a must try to eat if you do go to Denmark?
Denmark is actually quite famous for our modern Nordic cuisine. I think just last year we had a new record of Michelin restaurants. So we have a chef team that won also the chef competition, that is the World Cup in food making also last year. I think the Taiwanese people are also very passionate about the food. I can hear from Taiwanese friends when they come back from overseas, it's about what they ate, and it's definitely also part of the plan. So that's also something we share, passion for good food, I think.
We do. Especially their spot stickers is what I really like. Coming home a little late, grabbing some of those and having them for a quick dinner is just great.
If someone might want to come and visit Denmark, what would be some Danish words or phrases that they should know?
To say hello, we say hi, a little bit like in English, hi. But if we say it 2 times fast, we say hi hi, it means bye.
Oh.
So one time hi, and 2 times hi means I'm leaving.
Yeah, yeah.
Very like efficient, I would say.
And then I guess many people coming to Denmark would try maybe best in the world beer or any other beer that we have. So the term øl for the word beer is also an important one.
Also a word that works perfectly in Swedish and any other Nordic language. Everyone in Northern Europe will understand what you mean. There's one Danish word that I've seen even here in Taiwan, and that's the word hygge. What is hygge?
It is a very Danish term, but it's about enjoying maybe the more quiet things in life or easygoing, laid-back feeling. You can hygge by yourself, or you can hygge.
Is this hygge? Is this hygge right now? It's like enjoying these amazing Danish chairs.
Yeah.
One can maybe add that it's also about escaping from what you do in your everyday life and then focusing on these, as you said, quiet moments. During winter time, we would typically have our candles on the tables. At least I associate that very much with hygge.
All the fairy tales that you hear growing up is Danish.
Yeah. Anyone hears a lot about the Little Mermaid and would want to go. I think once you see it, you may realize that it's maybe a little. It's small and some people may be a little disappointed. But the whole story behind it is what I think matters. And indeed, the author behind it, very famous writer H.C. Andersen, he is someone that every single kid will know. They've learned about his fairy tales in school.
Is there anything else here in Taiwan that you can find that would come from Denmark?
Wind energy on offshore wind, to be more precise.
The Formosa
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
When you're there and you see like the windmills, it's such an amazing experience. As the boss here, then would it be possible for you to like maybe make sure that I can go and check it out again?
I think we can arrange for that.
And just like this, we are now outside of Taichung, right next to the harbor. What are we doing here?
Well, basically we are in the heart of the offshore wind industry here in Taiwan.
As a Swede, I feel like I'm a little bit behind enemy lines here, because although we technically are still in Taiwan, everywhere you go along the harbor here, you see like the Danish companies, and you see like, the Danish contributions to these like green energy and the offshore windmills. And I also hope that you see like just the size of these. Like in this case, this is the blade. This is not like the whole thing. This is like the blade we have behind us. That is like literally the same size as like 10 shipping containers.
Massive sizes, right?
It's crazy.
They actually start off with 3 bits. So like the bottom part, the mid part, and the top part. On top of that is the nacelle, which is like the control center. And then on the nacelle you have 3 blades.
Starting to understand why the Danish are so good, because it's basically just a giant Lego. I should also mention that it has its benefits being friends with the Danish representative here, because we also saw a little bit behind the curtains, which sadly we cannot show you with the camera. One thing is that not only are they producing these actual like wind farms, you're actually like producing more factories to produce even more wind farms.
And that goes in the direction of us working so closely with Taiwan. We have set up production here, so we are really working with Taiwan to build up this industry.
What is like the actual result? Like what is the actual benefit of all this?
If they run for an hour, they produce enough energy to supply a Taiwanese household for 800 days. So like
one household for 800 days. Like one of these. That's more than 2 years. Oh wow, that's amazing. These guys are almost done with this assembly right now, and I think it's also time for us to actually call it a day here from Taichung, continue back up in Taipei, and the Danish representative office back up in Taipei. And now we're back here in the Trade Council of Denmark's office after, I must say, a very, very intriguing tour of factory of how these things actually are made. In addition to these wind farms, and then of course all the hygge that I assume goes on here in the office. What else are you doing here in the office?
First of all, we are here to assist Danish companies. So we focus a lot on energy, as we've talked about already. And then we certainly do not forget about energy efficiency. That is very important. How to save the energy so that we don't need to get hold of it and produce it. Let's save it instead. The other one is healthcare. sugar, diabetes, which is unfortunately something that also many people would suffer from in Taiwan. And we're happy to have excellent solutions to that serious challenge. We have a fairly large Danish community here, even more Danes than Swedes.
No. I refuse to believe this. I noticed that we have Arla, which is Scandinavian,
True.
Danish, milk and cheese here in Taiwan.
Yeah. A Swedish-Danish corporation.
Swedish-Danish corporation, just like this video. The Swedish stereotype of like Danish exports would not be like windmills. It would be the design, like back to these like first of all, your whole office, 100%. The absolute most beautiful office of all the European Union offices. For me as a Swede, admitting that to the Danes,
Big thing.
It's a big thing.
You mentioned about Lego. Of course, there's also some design about that, and we actually see a couple of examples just over there. It's about playing well, which in Danish translates into leg godt, and that's how the name and the brand has been established. So that's a nice small story about how this whole story of Lego has been established.
Wow, okay, I didn't know that. One thing that I did know, however, is that you guys also is the reason for why it's called Bluetooth.
Yeah.
To connect like with the phone Bluetooth connection.
Yeah.
One of our kings, that was how Bluetooth.
Apparently he had one tooth which had not been kept so well, and that's from where the name comes.
Hopefully now a lot more people are more aware. Hopefully also a lot more people know about Denmark, wants to go and visit Denmark. What should they do? Except then just go and visit Sweden, of course. But what can you do in Denmark?
Although it's a little touristy, to take a canal tour around Copenhagen, it really gives you an amazing insight into the buildings and the history of Copenhagen.
Talked about the lack of mountains in Denmark, but actually in Copenhagen we have Copenhill, which is actually a waste-to-energy plant that rather than being exported outside the city, it's placed in the city, and it has a fantastic design that is also used as a recreational area, so you can actually go hiking. There's quite a nice view over Copenhagen. It shows a little bit about how we are making a sustainable development in our cities.
Literally like no waste, not even like when it comes to the land of building the center.
There is indeed this aim and plan, and it's only 2 years ahead to become the world's first carbon neutral city. It showcases the type of technology that is needed to get up there.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but as a Swede, I actually want to go and visit Denmark now.
Then we've done a good job.
Yes, you have succeeded. Where can they go to find more information before visiting Denmark?
It's a website called Visit Denmark, which is the official tourist website, and there's a lot of good information there.
Thank you so much for inviting me here to the office. As always, we do have a Momo giveaway even today, and what would be a better fit than a Danish red and white EU in Taiwan cup for those Danish hygge days. We also do have the Swedish blue and yellow version as well. As always, all you have to do is to go and follow the European Union office on social media. You have them both on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and then just go there and check out their post when they're sharing this video on their social media. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.